Hey guys, this is L'Oreal from Healthy Roots Happy Soul, and today we're taking the next step in our journey of switching over to a real food lifestyle. If you're new here, I encourage you to check out the introduction video or the previous videos so you can see what we have switched out in our lifestyle already. So today marks the half step of our journey. Congratulations, you've made it this far. I hope you have been changing things successfully and you're not as overwhelmed as you once were, because that's the whole point of this. So the next step, which is the fifth step in our journey, is taking care of those artificial sweeteners, okay? A few artificial sweeteners that you want to look out for are, so most foods that we eat, most processed foods, contain all those artificially laced sweeteners. Okay, we want to stay away from them as often as possible. Now, I know there are a lot of people that are on both spectrums of whether or not to consume sweet foods or not, but I know personally I have a sweet tooth and I'm not going to deprive myself of that. So the solution is to use wholesome sweeteners in my kitchen, ones that are still intact with their minerals and are wholesome and they're minimally refined. So a couple sweeteners that I like to use in my kitchen is maple syrup, honey. I like to use, this is coconut sugar, which is good for people who have glycemic issues. It's a low glycemic sugar and it's pretty pure. And I also like to use Rapadura or Sucanat. I don't have that right now, but I have more information in the blog post with this video about those sweeteners. And then I use evaporated cane juice every once in a while, but this is what I use mostly, the coconut sugar and the honey and the maple syrup. It can take some adjusting to when you're going from chemically sweetened sugars to naturally sweetened sweeteners, because it's not as sweet, okay? But once you kind of, wean yourself off of the artificial stuff, you'll learn to really love these. A couple things that you want to look out for when you're looking for sugar is the word sugar. So when you're looking at a product and you come across the word sugar, chances are that that sugar is genetically modified sugar beets. So you want to stay away from sugar, the word sugar, at all costs. You want to look for things like evaporated cane juice, unrefined whole cane juice, something around those lines. That's what you want to look for when you're picking at your sweeteners or when you're looking at the ingredients in a food product that you're about to buy. Another thing about sweeteners that you want to look out for when you are in the store is maple syrup. So the artificial stuff, by law, cannot say maple syrup, all right? It'll say like pancake syrup or maple flavored syrup or something like that, and that is a huge red flag. So stay away from those and use real maple syrup. This is grade B, you can use grade A. I'm really not quite sure what the deal is with those, but I use grade B and it's rich and it's full of minerals and it makes everything so delicious. Alright, so those are the sweeteners that I use in my kitchen, and they're really not too different than probably what you use, but there may be some sugars that you've never heard of, like Rapadura or Sucanat, and if you haven't tried coconut sugar, it's great. It's not really sweet, but you learn to love it. Your challenge this week is to go to the store and pick out a sweetener that you've never used before. Make sure you haven't used it before, so you step out of your little comfort zone and use it, and come back and leave a comment and tell me what you bought and what you used it for and what you thought about it, okay? So good luck on your challenge this week, and I will see you next week, and we'll talk all about spices. Take care.